Hey boys, I hope you're all doing good. This is your friend CA Rahul Agarwal here to talk to you something about your upcoming exams of your CA final May and November 2025. A dedicated video for your CA final students, not for my CA Inter friends. So if you're from CA Inter, please skip this video. Let's connect once you clear your CA Inter and come back to CA final. For all my CA final friends, I know recently we had our exam results which were declared for November 2024. For those who have passed your exams, a hearty congratulations to every one of you. You really deserve to be the CA which you have been struggling for all this while, and you definitely should enjoy and party for that celebration which is coming along. I also am very happy about this results because this was the first time I had taken a CA final class for November 2024, and I'm happy to report that the students who learnt under me have all cleared their direct tax classes. So a big shout out to them as well. Yes, but let's focus on the other side of the story. For all my friends who unfortunately could not clear this November 2024, various reasons could be there. Maybe ICI did not correct your papers properly. Maybe there was a bit of a preparation which was lacking. No matter what the reasons are, let's stop worrying about what has happened in the past and let's look at what your future has for you. I know you've already reached this far, so you definitely want to take that extra step ahead and clear this exams no matter what. And therefore, your upcoming exams would be extremely critical for your focus attention on. Yes, which is why this small video for you people to discuss about how we can strategize for those upcoming exams and how you can do better for those preparations. Yes, please watch the video to the end. I'm pretty sure you will have some insights which will help you in your strategic preparations. Let's focus on that. Yes, let's not waste much time, people. Let's quickly get into the topic and let's try to understand what we have to do. First, to come and understand what exactly do we need to do after your CA final November 24. How exactly should you recover from what is happening? See, some simple rules which I always tell people. First of all, stop criticizing yourself. Yes, this is one unfortunate thing which I've noticed in today's generation. The moment you are preparing for the exams, you're extremely boosted, everything is going really well, you're enjoying life and everything. But one small failure hits down the road and everything goes south. You start asking yourself some questions which you should not be asking yourself. You start judging yourself. You start thinking whether you are really doing the right course, whether you're in the right field, no matter what it is, right? First things which I will tell you people, if you have come this far, it is because you deserve it too. Yes, there is no second thoughts about it. So just because you have faced one failure, it does not mean that it's the end of the world. Stop criticizing yourself. Sometimes there may be reasons beyond your control also. Maybe you would have prepared well, or maybe there was a little bit of a lack of preparation, but that does not mean that you don't deserve what you're doing right now. So first of all, please have that kind of confidence in yourself that yes, this was a roadblock for me this year. Nevertheless, I will come back stronger in 2025 and do something better. Yes, that is one small request which I have for all my friends who have unfortunately not cleared in November 2024. Let's look at what your future has for you. Yes, second, biggest issue which I'm seeing in most of the students, the moment they face a failure, they start thinking that they have never prepared properly. Yes, and so therefore they decide that they will rusticate the whole November 2024 what they've read and start over again in May 2025. This is one mistake which most of the people do, because let's be clear people, if it took 2.5 years for you to prepare for your CA final 6 subjects, imagine doing it in the next 4 months again. Definitely is not going to happen. You will end up doing the same mistake you did for November 2024, because with the short time which you have, you're going to start doing the same things which you were more comfortable with, and you're going to start wasting time only on those topics which does not make sense because you're already masters on those. Yes, this is the time for you to stand up, tell yourself that yes, you know what, I did a certain amount of portion in my November 2024. Some things are what I did not do, and that is what the next 4 months are for you to enhance what you have done in the past and take it from there. So please utilize the next 4 months to do something better than what you were doing in November and not repeating the same mistake again. Yes, that is one small request which I have from my side. Please do not start over. You will end up losing time and you will end up wasting whatever you can. Yes. Third, what I normally would say is to revisit your strategy. Yes, one small thing which I've noticed from all my students is that when you do not get something right, yes, when you fail in an exam or you don't understand what it is, you feel that, sad feeling for the next 1 week, probably 2 weeks, maybe a fortnight. Yes, but after that, you forget it off. The biggest issue there is because you saw the failure and you start slogging about it. Yes, what you did not realize is this was a sign for you to come and realize why you failed. Yes, you know that you have the subject in your hand. There is just some small things in the subject which you probably are not aware about, and that is what unfortunately led to your failure, right? Next attempt should be for you to focus on those points first rather than revisiting what you already know. Yes, what I small tell my students when we write mock exams and everything is that people, after you have completed your exams and when you get your final answer sheet, look at the answer sheet and understand which topics or which questions you did not do right. Take it from there. Go back to your study material and mark those areas very critically. Tell that area that yes, you know what, this is the area which I did not do properly this time. Next time, if a question comes, I will feel the guilt which I had in the past and I will do it properly next time. That can only happen, people, when your book comes and shows that you made a mistake in the past. If your book does not have a marking against it and the book looks as clean as a mirror, then there is no point there. Yes, tomorrow you will never come to realize that yes, you made a mistake about this 6 months ago because it is a long gone case. Yes, 6 months later, when you open your book, the book should come and speak for itself and the book should come and say, yes, Rahul, you made this mistake in your November exam because of which you lost marks. This time, please ensure that you don't make these mistakes and you come out flying properly. Yes, so please revisit your strategy first of all, people. Look at how you are looking at your mistakes of the past and then try to rectify it for the upcoming attempt. That is one small request which I had, and that is what is point number 4. That is what is point number 4. These are small 4 tips for which I think will help you clear your CA final exams for the upcoming attempts, and you should definitely look into this strategy if you want to do better. If you want to do better, this is one small request from my side, people. But let's shift gears. Let's shift gears and focus on how we should be preparing for your CA final May and November 2025. I am pretty much focusing on direct taxes because that is my core area. At the same time, a lot of students have a lot of questions relating to direct taxes, and therefore let's pay attention to this. Some critical questions for you people. November 2024, I did not clear, unfortunately. For May 2025, Rahul, do you think I have to do the whole subject once again? Because a lot of buzz is going on about amendments coming in, budgets coming in, this changes, that changes, book changes and everything and all those things. So do you think it's a smart choice for me to do the whole subject once again? Yes. Let me answer that question first for you properly. Let me clear the air for you here, people. First of all, let's first understand how does a direct tax look like for your May and November 2025. Now, for those who have already done your subject and would realize it by now, if you're writing your exam for May and November 2025, you are applicable for a new budget altogether. Yes, you have something called as a Finance Act 2025, and then you have Finance number 2 Act 2025. Yes, for you, because it's an election year, you have 2 budgets to read for your exams, people. So these 2 things will be coming in. If you have written your November 2024, the last budget you would have read is Finance Act. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me just change this. This is not 2025. This is 2024. Yes, this is Finance Act 2024. For your November exams, you would have read something called as Finance Act 2023. Yes, Apo, is there a new budget to read altogether? The answer is definitely yes. There is a new budget to read. There are 2 budgets for you to read. While let me also clarify to you people, rather than me cheating you on things, let me also clarify before any other faculty comes and talks to you about things. Finance Act 2024 has no amendments. Yes, there are some due date extensions, so therefore you can ignore this off completely. Finance number 2 Act 2024 definitely did have some critical amendments. You had a lot of chapters which were deleted of equalization levy getting deleted, a lot of topics getting deleted of 5627B, capital gains fully remodeled off. So a lot of amendments have definitely come in Finance Act 2024. I'm not going to deny that part to you. Yes, let me be honest there. Does it then mean that you have to take new classes altogether? I would say no. I would definitely say no. Please do not do that. Please do not do that. Do not fall into the trap where any faculty comes and tells you, no, if you have not cleared in November 2024, you will have to take new classes from me. Then only I can teach you things better. No, please don't agree to that. If you have done your proper understanding, gone through classes, understood the subject of November 2024, a new syllabus is definitely not required for you. You definitely don't have to do. If I have to clarify this to you people, you have 2 kinds of courses which you can opt for. One is called as a full course and one is called as a revision course. Yes, full courses, like any faculty would come and encourage, it costs you a little bit more because they give you an in-depth analysis. Yes, they give you this in-depth analysis and therefore it makes justifiably sense that they charge you for this. But revision courses are more like a refresher courses. They basically come and keep it very simple from an exam oriented standpoint. Right now, some faculty may call it fast track exam oriented classes. I don't care. No matter what English you call, the meaning means the same. If you are a November 2024 student who has already gone through the subject, has a bit of a clarity on the subject, knows the groundwork reality, and just want to refresh yourself, I would say a revision course will justify you. A revision course will justify you. Whereas if you are a person who probably has never done direct taxes properly in the past, has not gone for classes, or has gone for classes but chose to skip the classes, did not do the subject itself, your fundamentals itself is unclear, then you probably have to opt for full course. Yes, there is no second thought here, people. Maybe you not doing the class properly in the past was the reason of your failure. I don't know, I'm not here to judge as well. Yes, so that is one small thing which I will say from my side. Opt for a revision course vis-a-vis a full course if you are from the past. For my students who are writing November 25 and May 25 for the first time and have never done it in the past, you don't have an option, people. Don't compromise on anything. This is where you have to definitely do the subject once again. Not once again, you have to do it properly. Yes, and therefore a full course is what is highly recommended for you, people. So please do that. Yes, so repeating myself once again, people, please be mindful about the fact that if you have never done the classes in the past and you really want a fundamental understanding, a full course is definitely required for you for a subject as detailed as direct taxes. Whereas if you have already done the subject in the past and just want a refresher, maybe a revision course would help you do the job. Yes, so please do it from that extent is what my recommendation is. From my perspective, people, let me tell you that from my perspective, I have already completed the full course classes preparations for May and November 2025. We have the latest recordings which we started from September. Yes, so the latest recordings is available with me right now, and I am happy to share this recordings with you at whatever thoughts you have on that. Yes, it's a class which I have completed for about 180 hours right now. For about 180 hours right now. In 180 hours, we have come and done a detailed level understanding of the direct taxes, not just from an exam standpoint, but also from a practical standpoint. So we have already done that on a full course level. So that is what I already have in my hand. You can avail this at a discounted price of 9,999, which will have all books and everything included. Your books, your solutions guide, your MCQ guide, everything will be part of the curriculum and package. You will be given everything. No restrictions on number of views and everything, people. You can have the lectures and you can watch it until your end of November 2025 as well. Yes, whether or not you're in May 25 or November 25, you will have these lectures available until the end of November 2025 fully at this price. This is what is happening from a full course perspective, people. From a revision course perspective, I am not planning to do a complete fast track lectures for you. Yes, I feel calling you back again and doing the whole fast track once again for you will make no sense, because you already have limited time and you may want to focus attention on other chapters as well. Yes, for your revision course, people, from my end, I'm planning two things. Which I probably think should make sense for you. Yes, first is something called amendment lectures. Amendment lectures, completely free of cost, will be uploaded on YouTube channel. On my YouTube channel, which you're watching me right now, you will find the amendment lectures starting to get uploaded right from next year. Again, when I mean next year, from January. Yes, we are on 31st December today. So ignoring today, on 1st January and forward, you will start seeing amendment lectures getting uploaded on the YouTube channel, where we will be going through all the amendments one by one. We will be doing some illustrations and all in the videos as well, so that you understand how the amendment looks like, completely free of cost on YouTube channel for you to go through. One free revision from my side. Second is what I'm planning to do, something called as a question revision. Now, what do you mean by question revision, people? I am not going to go through the question bank of all the chapters. Yes, something which people generally tend to avoid is your compulsory questions. Your question number 1, your 15 mark, your 18 mark question, or your 14 mark question, where people should be spending a lot more time, but no one does that. Because they think it's a very lengthy thing, so I focus on other things. Yes, what I'm planning to do is that I'm going to do a full video recording of all the questions which are there in compulsory. We'll be solving all those things, and then I will be uploading all those on YouTube as well. Yes, so on YouTube you will see the compulsory question preparation strategy, method, and how to look at it from an exam perspective shown on YouTube as well. All the questions which I have in my material, I'll be solving that as well. Yes, once you're done with that, people, fairly that itself will cover most of your total income related chapters. Yes, what will be left after this is your theoretical topics like your assessment and everything, which, yeah, you can actually answer it yourself also. There is not much to do. If you think there are some topics which is more difficult, you can probably drop your answers on the comment section, and for those lectures alone, I will upload the videos on YouTube as well, so that you can go through it. I think honestly, from my side, since you've already paid enough during your November 2024 and prior classes, I don't want to be charging anything extra to you for your preparations of May 2025. That would be unfair from my side as well. So all the people who want revision courses will be given completely free of cost. The amendment lectures, the question banks will be completely uploaded on YouTube for the free of cost in the upcoming months. Feb and Jan is what my target is. By Jan and Feb, you should have all the videos in your hand. For all those people who have never done anything in the past, yes, you have a full course also. When 9,999 you have to pay, and everything will be available for you from the start till the end, understanding your fundamentals and everything else also. Yes, that is what I would say is enough for your preparations of your upcoming exams for May and November 2025, more specifically from direct tax perspective. Let's jump to question number 2, people. The question number 2 and the critical question: do you have to buy books new, or do you think you can use the same books which you have for November 2024? For November 2024. Now, normally in the past, I would always come and say it is okay to have the old book itself and make those changes, because yes, you have already made your markings and all of the past, so you would like to go through the markings. Unfortunately, for this attempt, I'm going to be extremely honest, and I would going to tell you the answer to this is yes. The answer to this is yes. For this attempt, people, I would have a simple small request for you to please buy new materials. For you to please buy new materials. You will need this time. You will need it this time for very simple reasons, people. Unfortunately, this year there are not just additions. Yes, normally until the past, people, what would happen is income tax would only have additions. Your old provisions would remain, plus they'll make some new additions, and therefore it will be easier for you to add those to your existing materials. Unfortunately, it is not just additions this year. There are various deletions. A lot of topics have been scrapped off from your syllabus, and therefore you will not be able to make those changes in your existing material, people. A lot of things are being deleted, and therefore it becomes very, very difficult for you to keep track it in the old material as well. Yes, you will have a lot of deletions and capital gains. Your reassessment procedure has a lot of changes because survey proceedings have been amended. You have deletions of topics like 5627B. You have deletions of topics like equalization levy 2.0. Multiple deletions are already in place, and then you have additions to make. Yes, having all those barged into the same book may not be possible, and therefore this time I would have a small recommendation that you please change your books. Buy new materials for your November 2025 and May 2025 exams. It is important for your direct tax perspective. Yes, I would honestly request you to do it, but with a catch. People, I don't encourage people starting over, like I told you earlier. Yes, so one small request from my side, people, is that even though you buy a new book, take your old books out. It will hardly take you a day, people, not more than that. Take your old books out and go through that extra notes which you prepared during your exam preparations. Whatever extra notes you had, you may have made a sticky note, you might have write some markings, you would have done some red highlights to come and tell you that yes, this is what I did not do properly in the exam last time. Those things to be converted into your new book as well. Those things have to be converted into your new books as well. Please do that. It is very, very important for you to do it, people, because if you start with a new book all over again, it will be as if you're starting over. Yes, and then you will have to go through the whole book once again, which I do not want you to do. Please ensure that you have your new book ready with you, and in that new book you are making all those changes or the highlights which you had done in the old book as well. Yes, the reason I'm also telling you this new book is because, people, when I do my amendment lectures with you, I will refer to those new amendments as well. And that would be from the new book, right? So rather than watching my amendment video and then noting it down somewhere else, if you go through the same book and you're able to highlight it then and there, it becomes a lot easier for you to do that. So I would really request you buy new materials for your classes. Yes, now I am not the kind of person who's going to come and tell you to buy my book, to buy another person's book, or whatever it is. It's your choice, people. If you've already used a material in the past and you're extremely comfortable with it, please proceed forward. I have absolutely no challenges there. It is all about you clearing at the end of the day. Yes, but in case you think you would want to look at my material, I had already posted a video some time back about my new material which was launched, but nevertheless I'm going to show it to you quickly, people. You can make your purchase of the material here. Yes, I have listed my material on Amazon as well, so you should be able to find my material on Amazon. If you go to amazon.in, you should be able to find my material by simply typing something called taxation 101. Yes, if you type taxation 101 people, you will find the material showing here. Yes, the first one is the inter material, the second one is the final material. You can check on the final material people, and just in case you want to feel comfortable, you have also your highlights showing. Yes, you can see how the material looks like. This is the index for your material, how your chapters are sequenced off in your volume number 1 and your volume number 2. Yes, all chapters beautifully covered with colors and everything. And then these are some reference materials which you can see. You will see that how colors have been used in all the materials in order to make it extremely exciting and interesting. But this is not just about colors, people. I don't design materials just for the show of it. Yes, it is made in such a sense that you should be able to enjoy the material, but at the same time know everything which is critical. And therefore every topic will have some summaries, will have some notes given so that you can read it and you can summarize things very faster. You will have yellow highlights showing in various chapters which will come and do the job which you were already supposed to do. The points which you may have missed out to read in the past, I have itself already marked it and given it to you in the material itself. Items are given in red to show it is important. Items are given in black as if it is a normal content, but items are also given in green to show all your amendments of the latest year. Yes, all your amendments will be shown in green. If you notice here, you will see an amendment in green. Your short-term capital gains and long-term capital gains or amendments is here. Yes, your amendments looks like this. You have your taxable at the rate of 20% for short term. You have taxable at the rate of 12.5% for long term. This is where I'll be focusing on during my amendment lectures to clarify to you that yes, this was something which was not there earlier. Now it has changed. Now it has changed. So this is what we are going to be focusing upon in your amendment lectures as well. Having this book will make it a lot easier for you to relate to it, plus a lot easier for me to explain this to you better as well. Yes, so this is what I would be doing for you from a material perspective. This is how the material will look like. A beautifully designed around 470 odd pages, not more than that. Yes, some 470 pages will be given to you. 2 volumes, both the volumes categorizing all topics in the most sequential manner so that you can understand and appreciate the topics beautifully. Yes, that is what this material is. You should be able to find it on Amazon, like I told you, at a cheaper price of around 899. At a cheaper price of about 899, you can make the purchase order and I will have it delivered to your place. I will have it delivered to your place. Needless to say, people, let me also clarify this to you. Any person buying the CA final concept guide from me, just the concept guide, because it has no provisions, will be automatically be eligible for 2 more materials from my side. You will be given a free PDF copy of your solutions guide, which is basically your question bank. This question bank will have all the questions relating to your ICAI, hand-picked questions from my side from the past, RTPs, MTPs, past exam papers, which I would think is very important for you to go through, because there are some adjustments which you may have not thought about in the past, but ICAI has tested in the past. Yes, for those who would have understood it by now, ICAI does not just test you adjustments from what is given in the study material. They also have a tendency to test you outside material questions, and therefore this solutions guide will have all those things already covered, so that if you're able to go through the solutions guide and go for your exams, rest assured you should get at least 70 out of this. You should get at least 70 out of this, and I'm saying 70 as if you know things. Yes, balance 30 is what you may have forgotten some provisions, and because of that. Otherwise, this material should be good enough to get you 95 if you can really go through the whole material and go for your exam. This would be given free of cost for you people. Again, this is only in case you want to practice some specific chapters, people, and for all those students who are reading direct for the first time. If you have already done November 2024, most of the questions would be relatable to you because you would have seen it in the past as well, but with the amendments of the current year. Second will be your MCQ guide, people. Your MCQ guide, like I told you in the past also, will cover all your MCQs which ICAI has tested in your BOS knowledge portal, plus all the past exam MTPs, along with the current November 2024 MCQs as well, because that has been released right now. That will also be covered in this MCQ guide. This will also be given as a PDF copy to you. These 2 will be given absolutely free of charge with no extra cost. The moment you purchase concept guide and you drop me a message saying, Rahul, I've already purchased this from you, the PDF guides will be shared across with you, with only one disclaimer, people. Solutions guide is getting prepared because ICAI just completed their study material on the launch, and therefore I'm just updating a few things here and there. This should be available with you by the mid of Jan. MCQ guides will take a little bit more time, probably mid of February, because I'm trying to see what amendments ICAI would like to bring in the BOS knowledge portal. The BOS knowledge portal MCQs have still not been updated, so I'm waiting for that. Once that gets updated, I will add that as well. So mid of February is what I'm expecting on the MCQ guide. Solutions guide will be available by the mid of January, so you can start preparations accordingly. Yes, every time you purchase an MCQ guide, concept guide, you'll get this along with you. If you're already planning to buy a full course, then don't worry, all these will already be part of the package. You'll get it along with the whole model itself. Yes, this is more from my classes perspective. Yes, now for all my students who, whether they choose full course, whether they do revision, I really don't care. Yes, at the end of the day, I will also be releasing some very helpful revision classes, or let me put it like this. Let me put it as marathon lectures. Let me put it as marathon lectures, where what I'll be doing is either in the form of an audio guide or a video guide, depending on what comfort you have with me. I will be uploading some audio notes or video notes of all the chapters which are there for your May and November 2025, for you to quickly go through it along with me. Yes, the idea is very simple, people. Before your exams, you should be in a position to complete reading at least 2 to 3 times, and therefore I will sit with you and I will take every chapter. Try to ensure that you complete the whole revision of this chapter, reading of this chapter in a matter of maybe 30 minutes if it's a very lengthy chapter, or maybe 10 to 12 minutes if it's a very small chapter. Yes, maybe some critical chapters like assessment may take a little bit more time, but nevertheless, we'll do it together. Yes, all these marathon lectures will also be starting to get uploaded from next month, where I will try to ensure that every chapter is uploaded so that you can go through these chapters. Just put your earphones on and you should be able to listen to this chapter while you keep flipping the pages. Yes, the moment you start doing that, reading becomes a lot faster for you and you're able to grasp the things better. These videos are generally very helpful when you're going on the day of exams. One reading from this audio lectures, second reading you do it yourself. The pace will be a lot more than what you would have normally done. Yes, and so these marathon lectures will be starting to get uploaded on YouTube for free of charge as well. No extra cost on this also, people. Basically, if you come and ask me, you have to pay for the book max to max 900 rupees. If you're taking a full course, then that's a different conversation altogether. But if you're not doing that also, by merely investing 900 rupees in your books, you should be able to complete the whole preparation for your direct access for May and November 2025 very easily. Very easily. No extra charge for you, people, because I know you're going through difficult times, and this is one small support which I can do from my side. So I'm trying to make everything free of cost for you so that you can easily use these lectures more for your benefits and see what you can do better. This is what I would probably be able to do from my side. Coming to the books part, the final thing, people, which I don't have to involve myself, but you would rather be doing it better, is tests. Yes, maybe, and I'm being very cautious about this, you might have not been able to perform as better as what you could have in November exams because there was a lack of testing and a lack of preparations. Maybe the first time you went and you approached is directly the exam. Yes, and so you did not have a fair idea of how ICA prepares its papers. Yes, therefore this could become an issue for you in your exams as well. I always tell all my students that the first time you write an exam, you are bound to fail, because you still don't know how to write it, right? And therefore, every time you write an exam, the first exam should never be the main exam. It should always be mock papers. You fail in mock papers for you to realize how you should do better in your main exams. Yes, and therefore that is one small mistake which I'm assuming most of you people would have done. To ensure that that does not happen, people, ICAI already does a good job. In the month of March and April, you will be seeing 2 mock papers which ICAI will be uploading. On March, you will have a mock test paper number 1, and on April, you'll have mock test paper number 2. My small request, gear up right away. You have January with you right now, Jan and Feb, 2 solid months for you to recover from whatever mistakes you did in the past and come back stronger. In the month of March, go forward and write the mock test paper number 1 from ICAI. This time, not with the intention that you want to pass, with the very simple intention that you want to realize what mistakes you're making. Use the mock test paper number 1 as a good reference point. Try to use that and understand where are the chapters where you're not doing strong enough. Where are the chapters you're not being confident upon? Take those chapters, start highlighting the mistakes you made in the mock test paper number 1. Next time when you go for mock test paper number 2, these highlights will come and show you that yes, you made a mistake in the past and you need to do better. Again, in mock test paper number 2, maybe you will not pass, but you will get little better than mock test paper number 1 because you already know what is happening. This time in mock test paper number 2, you will have more things to highlight. And by the time you're done with mock test paper number 2, your book will look as if it speaks for itself. The book will come and tell you that, you know what, this is what you should have been reading for your exams and going for May 2025. The moment you have a book prepared to that extent, May 2025 is just a step away. You can just go to the exam hall, remember, yes, these are the mistakes I've been making, which I'm not going to repeat, and you are definitely bound to pass. No doubts about it, people. Yes, this is what is the best strategy which I have followed in my exams. I have had my books literally looking as red, soaking in blood, not real blood, but soaking in red color, soaking in red color. Every page of my book having so many highlights, so many understandings, so many markings to show that, Rahul, this is what you made a mistake in this exam, this is what you made a mistake in this exam, and this is what you made a mistake in this exam. So that every time I read for the final exams, I knew that I should be avoiding these kind of mistakes. And as you all may know from my history, I have cleared everything in the first attempt. Not that I'm boasting it, but because there are some strategies which help me do better. I'm sharing you my secrets, people, because this is what I think is important for you to clear your exams as well. Yes. So quickly summarizing, people, for all my students who are planning to write your May and November 2025, you have a good preparation time for you to come now and introspect on what you have been doing wrong. Find out what your strategy was, reinvent your strategy in case it did not help you in the past, and come back stronger. With respect to direct access, people, you do not have to buy full course lectures if you've already done the lectures in the past. But if you have never done it, please do encourage yourself to buy full courses. Direct access is an important subject even from a practical standpoint, and so therefore you should be investing your time in that. Yes, if you're not planning to buy a full course, revision lectures will be uploaded on the online platform YouTube channel. You will have all the free revision lectures along with amendment lectures focusing on what the amendments were, along with some illustrations. And then there'll be something called marathon lectures which will be given to you along with some question bank preparation revisions. Yes, so we'll be doing some compulsory questions also, which will also be uploaded on YouTube. You can use all those questions and you can prepare for your exams better. From a books perspective, yes, I would definitely encourage every one of you buy new books for your CA final preparations so that it helps you prepare properly and better. Yes, so please do buy new books, and once you're prepared with everything, please go forward and write your mock test paper number 1 by ICI, mock test paper number 2 by ICI, and come and prepare, probably, let me put it this way, come and do a lot better than what you have done in November. Yes, the confidence which you'll be building after these 2 exams will definitely be a lot more than what you have done in November, and you should be able to do a better job than what you have been doing in the past. Yes, that is all from my side, people. I know I've taken a little bit more time, but nevertheless, I definitely wanted to talk to you people about this. As I have been telling in all the previous videos as well, if you think that you need my help in any way, and if you want to reach out to me for any things, please feel free to message me on 7338923 Yes, you can do a WhatsApp message to me on this number, and I should be able to help you with any other queries you may have relating to classes, relating to books, relating to any other topics which you may want to discuss with me, including direct access and excluding direct access as well. Yes, I'm happy to support in any way possible for me to see you going through this journey and becoming the CA that you rightfully deserve to yourself. Yes, that is all I wanted to tell in today's session, people. I will come back with some more videos and some more revision lectures which I have been promising you, and we will ensure that you get through this together. Yes, that is all from my side, people. Thank you. Have a nice day.